the main road that I used to go to school was closed, and it didn't have any signs or anything, just a huge line and then a cop at the end of it. So I had to turn around and go in a completely different way, but I actually made it here on time. So actually I might take a different way to school now because that road it's much nicer to look at. So I don't have many clients today, but big news. Today is my meeting with my instructor's sister who owns the salon. And I am so nervous. I have never cared about a job this much in my life, because having this on my resume will greatly help my prospects for getting a job in London. So I'm incredibly nervous. I really don't want to compromise like spending time with my family or having time to work on these videos, but yeah, I'm nervous. I just got home. I went to a salon to get a pedicure because there are actually so few nail students that there was nobody available to do my pedicure. But let me back up a little bit. I had my meeting with my instructor's sister who owns the salon, and it went very well. And basically she's waiting on one of the former students that I actually used to go to school with to take her exam and then like actually get her full license. And then because the former student is working in the position right now that I will then be working in, so we're waiting on her to take her exam, and then I will take her place, and I will be working Thursdays and Fridays, 10-hour shifts, as the towel and sanitation person, which might not seem like much, but it's the best thing that I can do for myself right now, and it will look incredible on my resume. I'll be able to observe. And she did say if things don't really work right with my visa, meaning if I can't leave immediately after graduation, she said I can totally work there as a nail tech. So it went really well. We're just waiting to see when the former student is able to take her exam and get her license so that I can then start my journey there and be able to put on my resume and then start applying for all these places so that I can start my visa process. This is so crazy to think about. I am going to start my visa process whenever I start applying to these salons. Like that's so crazy to me. I can't believe it. It's because a huge part of me still believes that it's just not going to happen for me. But taking these small steps is what's going to make it happen for me. So this, again, might seem like just a nonsense job, just a time filler, but it's so much more than that. It means so much more. I'm gonna do this. I feel like I look like a founding father today. I only have one client, and that's not until 1. It's just a regular gel manicure. There's a guest speaker today at 10, so I'm not gonna be very creative today, which is okay. I feel like after last week having so many clients, I just need a calm week, and I think this could be it. So it's gonna be a lot of doing some bookwork and studying and getting all my flashcards in order, and then hopefully I can take my 3rd chapter test if I can get around to finishing the actual content today. But I do have to, there's no like staying later today at all because I have to go to a dentist appointment. So yeah, just gonna have some boring stuff to do. Okay, I don't know, I'm having a good day. It's Wednesday, and I've just been listening to music on my drive to school, and it's just really hit me that I'm living my dream right now. I'm making it come true, and all of this journey is me living my dream, and I really couldn't be happier about it all. Like I'm doing it. I'm freaking doing it. Today was so fun. I had one client that wanted, what did she call it? American Tips, or what was it called? Funny Bunny, I think that's what she called it. And so I did that, and it's actually so beautiful. But then I prepped for a client that had a gel mani-pedi, and she didn't show up, which was actually great because I was planning on doing another student's pedicure tomorrow and then having her wax my legs. I know it kind of sounds like all I do is just get waxed and get pedicures, but I do more than that. I do promise. But so I was able to actually get her in, and I found we have foot bags. I thought we did not have foot bags at all. We have freaking foot bags. Yeah, we have foot bags. So I was able to do like a little gel mask on her foot using these foot bags, and it went really well. And she just wanted regular polish, which I freaking love. All my services today were just regular polish. I love regular polish. I am so afraid of getting a gel allergy or contact dermatitis that I just try to steer clear from it at all costs when I can. And when I do handle gel, or when I am working with acrylic, I am always trying to wear my gloves and make sure that I'm not coming in contact with that product. So the fact that these were just regular polish, incredible. And then finished with her, and I had enough time to finish my exam, turn that in, and I was able to leave a few minutes earlier than usual so that I can get to work and just eat my snacks. And I don't know what has happened to me. I don't know, I had good sleep and good breakfast or something, because the way I'm starting off today, the way that today has gone, I just feel like I am getting it done, and I am achieving my dream, and I'm doing it all. I'm doing it. This is me doing it. This is what it looks like. And it's really scary, but it's really exciting. So I don't know where I was going with that, other than just I'm happy. So that's all I have. Alright, it's Thursday. My hair is wet and I'm running a little bit behind, just like 5 minutes. So hopefully that won't affect how early I get to school. But I have no clients today. Today is a free day for me. I am getting some services done by Aesthetics, and it's all because my client yesterday didn't show up, and I was actually able to get one of my pedicures for today done yesterday. So I am in for a treat today. I'm hoping that I'll just get done with all of my services and have like maybe an hour or so to work on schoolwork, and then maybe be able to get out of school 5 or 10 minutes early so that I can make it to work on time and I don't have to rush. But it's no big deal if I leave right when the school closes. It's just kind of nice. But I've been experimenting with the short form videos on my Instagram and on my newly created TikTok account, and that's been interesting. I don't know, I'm trying to figure out like the best days and times for me to post stuff, but it's kind of tricky, especially with nail content. Yeah, It's interesting for sure, but hopefully I'll get the hang of it the more I get into it. I was actually gonna have an editor more or less kind of figure that out for me, but she is on vacation right now, so haven't been able to do anything with her, which is great. And then I applied for the job that I really, really want in London, but I don't know, the more that I'm thinking about it, the more I start to think that it might be better for me to just get my self-employment visa as an independent skilled laborer and then try to find shops where I can just rent. The huge risk with that, though, is that I simply don't have a client base over there. I have a good rotation of people that come to me here, and I would not have that there. So that's the only issue with that. Well, oops, I don't want to go this way. I'm reversing. That and it would, if I did it today, it would be 6 months from today that I could officially live in London. So, and I only have 3 months of school left, so I would still be here for 3 more months. Now, that's not to say that I couldn't, actually, I don't want to say that because I don't know if that's true. I was gonna say I should be able still to visit London, but I'm not really quite sure if I can, if I'm in the process of getting approved for a visa. I wouldn't stay long, of course. I would stay like a couple weeks and try to get some employment opportunities in a salon that offers booth rent. But again, I don't know. I'll have to do more research on that, because all the research I've done is on a visa where I'm sponsored by an employer and not where it's just me. So, we'll see about it. It's Friday. I have 3 clients today, going in early. I know, big shock. All of them are pedicures. One of them is a mani-pedi. It's actually a client that I was supposed to have on Wednesday, but she did not show up. And I'm hesitant to see if she'll show up today. She's my first client. I only say that not just because she has no-showed before, but it was the same exact scenario. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, I think Wednesday is when I was supposed to have her. She called the school on Tuesday, made the appointment, so very short window to forget that you have an appointment. And so yesterday she called the school, made the appointment for today, so we'll see if she forgets. It's also possible that she went to the salon, not the school, but I feel like she would have told us. She would have called somebody, or maybe even just said that when she called yesterday to make her appointment. So yeah, we'll see if she shows up. But all the other ones are just regular pedicures. I'm actually doing an instructor's pedicure today, so I bought some stuff from a beauty supply store that I'm really excited about. I'm not gonna film anybody's feet. 1, I don't have the setup for it, and 2, I don't want them to be afraid that their feet will end up somewhere. So yeah. I just got some roller skates, and oh my god. And I feel like Well, I ordered them because I was like, this is gonna be a cool way to exercise, and they're cute. And yeah, I just had to slide down the stairs of my front porch on my butt. But this way you can get an up close of my lashes. Anyway, that's me in the roller skates. So nothing to do with nail school or my journey or anything, just thought it would be fun to include. Today's my first day at the salon, and it's Sunday, by the way. When I actually start working there, I won't work weekends, I'll just work Thursdays and Fridays. But today is more like a meeting the staff, getting my lay of the land, and seeing how all of that goes. Wasn't sure what to wear because we didn't talk about that, so I just wore what I would wear on a school day. And from what I've seen, they're a pretty casual salon, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, I'm hoping to get out of there around 2:30 or 3, just because I don't really, it's a Sunday, you know, don't want to be there too long. So yeah, I'll update after I finish it. So that was interesting. It was a good experience, but I would say that it honestly made me really think about what I want and where my priorities are in terms of how I want my career to really look. Because a spa environment is very, very different than it's very different than this is probably painful to listen to. It's very different than like what I pictured it would be. I was really thinking that there would be but a lot of free reign. And I will say this salon is one where all but one of the techs are employees. They don't really do booth rental unless they have to. So that is a different experience than what I would expect going into a salon. So it made me think about what I wanted my day to look like and what I wanted my career to look like. And while I do think that it would be the most conducive for me to be in a salon environment when I move to London, so that I'm not just by myself and I'm not like off in a new place completely alone, I feel like I would want to do booth rental. Like, I would like to have my own area completely. I don't want to have to be trained on exactly every single step of pedicure, or, you know what I mean? Like, why am I asking you like you can answer me? But I really don't think I want to be an employee to anybody, which puts me in a difficult situation because I, up until this point, was relying on a visa sponsored by my employer, meaning that, oh, sorry. I don't know what this girl's doing. Okay. Meaning that I would have to get my employer to do the legwork for the visa, and that would line up perfectly with when I graduate. However, for this type of visa where it's independent, I would be starting my own business, of course, because it would be under my name. I would have to do all of the legwork for the visa. I would extend my time here longer than I thought, so I'd be here at minimum until January. To be honest though, this was something I was thinking about a little bit, because I was thinking about gaining salon experience here before I moved over there. I was thinking about what my medical nail tech training would look like, how I would be able to do that in London, because I don't want to have to start somewhere, especially if I'm getting sponsored by an employer for my visa. I don't want to have to start somewhere and then go somewhere else, because then I have to file some paperwork for my visa. I would really like to just be very sure from the beginning and stay in one place. And I think the only way that I can achieve that, especially after that experience, is to have my own business and get my visa for that. And the plus side is, a visa that way only lasts 3 years, so that way I am not, if I go to a salon, I get sponsored by them, I don't have to be, well, I would have to be in that circumstance there for 5 years, unless I want to fill out all the paperwork and stuff if I go to a different employer. So for this one, I'm my employer, which means I have more responsibility, I have more risk, all that stuff. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and then I can figure it out in the meantime. But I'll have a lot more time to figure out my situation, to save money, to get the medical nail tech training that I really want to get, and to just do more research and be more sure about it, so I can graduate, get my certification as a medical nail tech, and then have some time to just work and just to get that hardcore salon experience that I want to get. So yeah, this has been an interesting experience, but I'm very happy that I even have this opportunity to work for a salon before I even graduate. I can't believe this is my life, but this is the journey that I'm on, and I'm into it. So anyway, I hope this is helpful for somebody. I keep changing my mind. Not even I keep changing my mind. Things just keep happening, and I gotta roll with it. And that's just part of life. Not even just being a nail tech, part of life. So yeah, go team.